are going to learn the use of jack plane. The objectives of this video are: after the session you'll be able to set the plane for planing, set the jack plane blade, plane a wooden piece to face side and face edge, care and use of the plane. Let's first go through the job sequence and then the skill sequence. Let's start.
Job sequence. Plane the face side, face edge 120 into 25 into 250 millimeters. Set the jack plane for planing. Place the job on the workbench or hold the job on the carpenter's vise with face side up. Keep the packing piece between the job and the vise. Keep the job horizontally flat in the vise. Start planing the face side with jack plane. Check its flatness with a tri-square. Mark the face side on the job using pencil. Place the face edge up and hold it in the vise with a packing piece. Plane it along the face edge. Check its squareness and flatness of the job. Mark the face edge on the job using pencil. Gauge to the required width of 100 millimeters on both sides using the mark gauge from the face edge. Plane down the gauge lines. Test for straightness and squareness. Set the marking gauge 21 millimeters for the required thickness. Gauge to the required thickness of 21 millimeters from the face side using marking gauge on both the edges. Plane down the gauge lines. Test for flatness. A jack plane is used to plane the wood to the required dimensions with smooth surface finish. Setting and adjusting the plane blade is necessary for even and uniform cuts while planing. Step in setting. The two steps in setting the plane blade are: setting the plane blade to the required depth of cut, adjusting the cutting edge of the plane blade parallel to the plane sole or bottom face. Setting the plane blade to the required depth of cut. Hold the plane in the left hand, keeping the sole of the plane in line with your sight at a convenient distance. Turn the adjusting nut in an anti-clockwise direction to the required depth of cut until the cutting edge of the blade projects above the sole or bottom face of the plane. Adjust the plane blade parallel to the sole of the plane. Check whether the cutting edge of the blade is parallel to the bottom face of the plane. If not, move the adjusting lever gently to the left or right until it is parallel. Place the job against the bench stop. Hold the plane with the right hand, keeping the index finger on the side. Place the palm of the left hand on the toe of the plane thumb and fingers on the side. Stand near the bench with left foot forward at 70 degrees with the neck and the right foot at a convenient distance. Place the plane straight on the job and give forward strokes. At the beginning of the stroke, exert more pressure with the left hand. As the stroke proceeds, gradually the pressure by the left hand is reduced. More pressure comes to the right hand. The main objective is to keep the plane always horizontal. Release the pressure on the back, stroke and merely draw the plane to the first position. Check the flatness of the surface occasionally with a tri-square or straight edge. Repeat the procedure till the surface becomes flat. Clean the job and clean the bench and tools. Precautions. Do not give pressure by right hand when you start the planing. Do not put pressure by left hand at the end of the stroke. Try to plane the wood uniformly. Do not plane continuously without checking the surface. Do not take a big cut for finishing. Keep the plane when not in use on its side and not on its cutting edge. A jack plane is used to plane the wood to the required size.
Recap. To plane a wooden piece that is 120 into 25 into 250 mm, use a jack plane. Begin by securing the job in a vise, ensuring a flat and horizontal position. Plane the face side and edge, marking them with a pencil. Gauge and plane to the required width, that is 100 mm, and thickness 21 mm using a marking gauge. Set and adjust the plane blade for even cuts, considering depth and alignment parallel to the sole. Employ proper body positioning, apply consistent pressure and check flatness with a tri-square during planing. Repeat until the surface is flat. Hope you understood everything taught in this session. See you in another video. Goodbye and thank you until then.